This summer, the NBA is set to vote on adding 2 new teams to the league, with Seattle and Las Vegas being the favored cities. So today, we're here in the 2026 offseason, where the Seattle Supersonics are re-entering the association and the Vegas Vipers are joining the NBA for the first time, bringing the total amount of teams in the league to 32. We'll get things going with the draft lottery, where it looks like the Sonics will be picking 5th and the Vipers will be at 6th. Man, the Mavs got the 2nd pick. You can't fool me, Adam Silver. But one of the most intriguing aspects of NBA expansion is the expansion draft. Teams across the league can protect up to 8 players on their roster, meaning that we could see some quality guys get let go of. Like, look, Michael Porter Jr. is available for the Nets. Okay, that's really about it. Anybody want Podcast P? Who's picking first? They'll get MPJ for sure. The Sonics at 1, take Michael Porter Jr. This is a snake draft, so the Vipers go back-to-back and get AJ Mitchell and RJ Barrett, 2 real quality players. Then the Sonics go get Santi and DeJounte. Vipers are brave enough to take on PG's contract. They also got T-Mac. Sonics will get Monk and the Calculator dude. Vipers bring in Wendell and Valanciunas. Ooh, Kuzma and Pell Larson are the next picks for the Sonics. Oh man, what a pick from the Vipers. Sham Penny. They also get Hugo Gonzalez. And then the Sonics go get the other Sham Penny, Justin. Or wait, no, they got Julian. Vipers got Justin. Oh no, Knicks don't have Alvarado anymore. I know fans will be up in arms about that. Bronny went to the Vipers! So, needless to say, these teams didn't come out of these drafts with star-studded rosters. I will say the Nets letting go of MPJ was a surprise. And, I mean, the Sonics, they got some quality role players around Mike Porter. As for the Vipers, RJ and AJ Mitchell isn't bad. PG will sell some tickets. And they got Will Richard. Why would my Warriors let go of Will Richard? Now that these 2 teams are established, let me inform you of the goal of this video. They're going to be racing to an NBA championship. So yeah, we're going to simulate till one of these new squads wins a Larry O.B. Might be here for a while. We'll see. I'm curious to see what goes on as far as draft moves. Darren Peterson went 2nd. Cam Boozer went 1st. AJ DeMonts the 3rd. Sacktown got Isaiah Evans. Hans Steinbeck for the Sonics, who are sponsored by Sonic. That's fire. I don't really know who Hans Steinbeck is. And the Vipers get Caleb Wilson. I'm familiar with Caleb Wilson. And also, I want you to get familiar with that subscribe button. Go click it. Like the video as well. You know why? Because last night I cracked my retainers. No, not like that. They broke in half. Had to pay $400 for some new ones. We're trying to get that bread back, so like the video. The Sonics and Vipers could be players in free agency, although they might have taken on quite a bit of salary. Sonics are already over the cap. Vipers got $11 million. That's not going to do much for them. I was going to say maybe one of these teams gets Bron or Jimmy Harden, but no, they don't really have money. So after free agency, I anticipate the roster is pretty much looking the same. Dang, PG. You light my fire. And then as for the Sonics, oh, MPJ gets worse. That's unfortunate. Did they sign Tyrese Proctor? They might have drafted him. Regardless, he gets better. And the Steinbeck dude comes in at a 74. Caleb Wilson's a 76 for the Vipers. I think the Sonics could be decent this year. I'll be honest, for the Vipers, it's going to be ugly. Your best player's an 82 overall. That's not good. Oh, whoops, I almost put the same draft class twice. Video would have been ruined before it even really got started. There we go. Shout out to the guys who make draft classes. I know that takes time. But yeah, this Vipers roster, I guess the blueprint is the Paul George and RJ Barrett contracts fall off of the books, and then boom, you got a bunch of money for free agency. As for the Sonics, it's kind of the same thing. You got a lot of expirings. 2027 free agency is Joker and Giannis. So if either one of these teams could get one of those guys, they could be fast-tracked to a championship. Yeah, Vipers are absolutely terrible. Sonics are all right. So going about as expected here. Well, the Sonics fell off. Shout out to Jermaine for the beautiful album. And the Vipers, they were never on. So both teams going to be in the draft lottery. Wembanyama MVP. Imagine one of these franchises could get Wemby. They let What? Darren Peterson and Cooper team up? Oh, no. Basketball is cooked. AJ Mitchell, MIP. Yes, I love when MIPs average the same stats as last year. 2K, we got to fix that award, man. I don't know what y'all got going on over there. Caleb Wilson does make all-rookie first team for the Vipers. He averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds. And the other dude, I forgot his name. He didn't make all-rookie. Vipers won 20 games. Sonics won 28. They were having a trash off. Here were the stats for the Vipers. Dang, I think Bronny got released. Well, that's tough. And then over in Seattle, the rookie Steinbeck didn't really get to play too much, so that's why he didn't make an all-rookie team. DeJounte led the team in scoring for the Sonics. Thought for sure it'd be Mike Porter, to be honest. But now this offseason is where things really get interesting. I mean, you could be looking at, as the Knicks win a championship, a top pick if you're the Vipers and the Sonics, and looking at a lot of cap space. That's a recipe for some major success. Let's see where our teams are picking. The Vipers are at 2 and the Sonics at 4. Now this 27 class features guys like T. Stokes, Brucey Branch, Joksimovic. First overall, Philly will take Tyron Stokes. At 2, the Vipers select Baba Olajuwon. Coming out of Duke, he's 6'11". The Rockets select Double C Christian Collins. If the Sonics get Joksimovic, I'm telling you, they're going to be doing real well. They took Bruce Branch. I know he does quite well in the simulation too. Joksimovic ended up going to the Utah Jazz. So the Sonics get Rob Wright and Bruce Branch. The Vipers get Baba and Jakai. Team options for the Vipers, there's a whole lot of them, and they're not going to pick up many. Oh, Paul George has a player option for 57? I'm so sorry, Vipers. Your all's off season might have just got cooked by that. They're going to decline the team option on calculator? Dang. And Monk and DeJounte have player options. That cap space might be Swiss cheese, and that's terrible news considering what a... Oh, wait. Sonics still have 50 M's. Vipers got 37. Sonics might be able to make a big play here, like maybe a Donovan Mitchell. Is anybody going to do anything? I guess we'll find out. Simulate free agency. Vipers did a whole lot of nothing. Paul George getting paid $57 million to sit the bench. Caleb Wilson goes up for it. Now what's interesting is the Vipers, they drafted another power forward in Baba after just getting Caleb Wilson. And then the Sonics, they got Cam Whitmore, and that's about it. Now both these teams, with the way they move this offseason, next offseason they'll still have money. They didn't really spend much this summer, and some of those player options and stuff will come off the books. So you should have even more money next year, but this was the year to really go sign guys. The free agency pool was stacked. I would say that, honestly, both these teams got worse. Wait, where's Mike Porter for the Sonics? Was he an expiring and they let him go? Or did they trade him? Sonics, they haven't made any deals, so did Mike Porter just walk? I didn't realize his contract was up so soon. He went to the Suns. Yeah, he just left. So the Sonics probably going to be a lot worse. Yeah, losing a lot. And the Vipers, they're not too hot either. Victor Wembanyama, your MVP, averaged 29 with 13 rebounds and 5 assists. Tyron Stokes wins Rookie of the Year for the Sixers. Jared McCain averaged 18 off the bench for OKC. Sixth Man of the Year. Luka the Don, Clutch Player of the Year. No Vipers or Sonics on All-NBA or All-Defense. We do see Baba on All-Rookie averaging 15 and 6 rebounds in his first season. And then Bruce Branch was second team 13 with 4 assists over there in Seattle. Vipers were at 23 dubs. Sonics were at 24. It was the battle for the 15 seed. DeJounte once again led this sorry Sonics squad in scoring. And for the Vipers, it was AJ Mitchell. They'll again have chances at the top pick for sure, barring any stupid trades where they gave up to pick Darren Peterson, finals MVP in year 2. He's NBA ready. Draft lottery. So the Vipers are 12.5% for number 1. Sonics are 10.5%. Surprised there were teams out there that were worse, to be honest with you. The Blazers end up with 1. Sonics at 3. Vipers at 4. Now this is an auto-generated class, but you do have some guys. You got Hugh Neely compared to Braun, Clayton Flowers, who's Ray Allen, Derek Bowen, who's Shaq, Dono Geiger, who's GP. Oh, you can't miss. in this one. First pick, Blazers get Hugh Neely. That's Bron. 2 is Mitch Kerr. Was that Shaq? I don't think that was Shaq. Derek is Shaq. So somebody still could get Shaq. Clayton Flowers goes 3. That was GP, right? Clayton Flowers. No, that was Ray Allen. And then Helmut Hasselhoff, Double H. Who was he? Wait, why would you pick him? His ceiling's Bobby Jones. You had GP and Shaq on the board, you idiots. Their player development, their player scouting staff must not be A1, man. Helmut Hasselhoff, Double H. I don't think that was the right pick. Clayton Flowers is the pick for the Sonics. They got a potentially future Hall of Famer compared to Ray Allen, so it's fitting. You know, the Sonics, that's where Ray played for some time. I think that's cool. Wait, Ray Allen didn't play for the Sonics. I was thinking of the jersey colors. He played for the Bucks. My bad. The Vipers are going to decline the team option for Caleb Wilson. They're giving up on him that early. And the Sonics give up on Hans Steinbeck, who was a 5th pick. Hopefully they make a way to re-sign them regardless. Maybe negotiate out a new deal. But both teams should have cap as Luka's a free agent. The Vipers do make an offer. Ja's a free agent with no offers. Denny's out there. You got some guys. I think it'd be malpractice if both these teams fully struck out in free agency. Oh, nah. The Vipers got Jared McCain. J-Mac is a Vegas Viper. But that's about it. Luka ends up going to the Grizz. Ja to the Heat. So for the Sonics, they were not able to retain their other rookie. What was Buddy's name again? Hans Steinbeck? Yeah, they lost him. And then for the Vipers, you bring in Jared McCain. They do get back Baba, so that's good. They draft Helmet, and then the Sonics do have Clayton Flowers, so that's kind of their guy they're looking forward to. Jared McCain, the best player we've seen, the highest rated player we've seen, I'll put it that way, on either one of these expansion franchises, an 88 overall, and will surely bring some fans into the stands in Las Vegas. No doubt about it. But will he be able to lead Vegas to actual dubs? They start off not horrible, but it's a long season, and it doesn't look like they're going to stand the test of time. The Sonics, though, 10-9 early. Bruce Branch, a rising, budding young star. So I'll catch y'all at the end of the year, and we'll see where these teams are at. The Sonics might be able to get into the play-in. They're the 10 seed. I mean, it's a pretty trash record, I'll be honest. Well below 500, but they do manage a play-in spot. Darren Peterson, MVP. Mavs 174. So it seems like to win the championship, you're probably going to have to get through Dallas, which could be bad news for both these teams. Helmut Hasselhoff, Double H, does make all-rookie second team for the Vegas Vipers. And the Vipers, just checking in on them, they were 29 wins. Bad season. J-Mac probably averaged like 25. 21 a night. Baba, 20 a night. They found a guy in Baba for sure. And AJ Mitchell's been good for them. And then for the Sonics, as they made the playoffs, Cam Whitmore was a revelation for them, averaging 22 points on the season. Now, will they get to the playoffs? I'm going to guess no, but who knows? Maybe they take back-to-back playing games. Nope, they lose the first one in a blowout. I was going to say, I mean, sure, they got in, but, I mean, 33 wins. That's fraudulent. You got lucky Adam Silver invented the play-in tournament, or else, yeah. The Mavs already have 2 championships in this video, and I have a feeling when it rains, it pours. I don't think they're done just yet. Let's go to the draft lottery. A lot of traded picks here at the top of the lottery. Vipers only have a 4% chance, while the Sonics have a 3% chance at number 1. I feel that both these teams could use a miracle at the moment. They could use the help, and they don't get the help. Vipers at 11, Sonics at 12, so nothing crazy in terms of their picks, but who knows? They might be able to get somebody decent. I'm going to go through the early part of this draft pretty fast. All right, here we go. Vipers on the clock at 11, and they take Alexei Popov, and the Sonics get Ed McCoy. E-Mac, welcome to the team, man. So Ed McCoy is a 75 overall, 21 years old, post-scoring stretch, and then they drafted 5'11 Ruben Peeler. Popov for the Vipers is a 6'3 guard, a 6'3 too, and they call him more of a wing at 6'3. I don't know about that. And then Darius Cage, a high flyer in the second round. Going into free agency this year. What? The Vipers are going to decline Baba? The Sonics do pick up the option on Bruce Branch. Nice, you have, some sense. Who's in free agency this year? Cooper Flagg's restricted, so he's going to go back. The Sonics do offer him, but the Mavs are going to match that. Tatum, the Vipers tried it, but can't get him. There's also Booker in the mix. We'll see if any of these guys end up on our teams. So the Mavs do retain Cooper Flagg. Tatum goes to the Suns, while Book goes to the Celtics. They switch places here. And the Vipers and Sonics, it looks like we're pretty quiet. Yeah, the Vipers were quiet, but Helmut Hasselhoff with some big progression, going up 6 overalls. Man, but they lost Baba. I don't know why they lost Baba. They should have brought him back. Bruce Branch goes up 2 overalls. He's an 85. Clayton Flowers, yeah, potential future Hall of Famer, goes up 6. And then Anthony Thompson, new addition to the team, young wing, like that for them. I think really what it's going to take for both of these teams is just landing that big name free agent and also, retaining valuable young players. You have that team option. That's a tool to get a young player back on your team, and you're not using it. Stanley Stewart, hey, Double S looks really good, man. Elite big man. We'll see if either one of these teams go out and draft him. For now, we're still trying to see one of these expansion squads make a postseason appearance. I would have to say the Vipers probably have the better chance, but even then, it's not looking too good for them early on. And I think this could be the reality. If you add some expansion teams to the league, there's no telling how long it'll take them to really get on their feet. I mean, it's not like you're going to see an overnight success from an expansion team, I would say. I mean, maybe some GM comes in and is moving like Nathan Source. No, Nathan Source is trash. It is moving like me out there and goes out and makes crazy deals, somehow gets their squad in a position where they're winning. But I think it will take some time. Darren Peterson, another MVP. If one of these squads would have got DP, this video might already be over with. Peterson absolutely balling out for the Dallas Mavericks. Cam Whitmore averaged 19 for your Sonics. Jared McCain averaged 24 in Vegas. But still, you see the Vipers win 27 and the Sonics win 27. The Chris Move tribute season for both teams there. And the Mavs do it again. That's a three-peat. Draft lottery. We have yet to see one of these expansion squads get the top pick. Vipers and Sonics have an 11.5% chance, and they don't get it. Vipers at 6, Sonics at 7. Oh, so funny. Funny number, Danny. Number 1, the Hornets get Stan Stewart. That was the guy in this draft. Oh, wow. The Hornets just traded Con Knipple for the 3rd pick. They used it to get AA, no batteries, Art Adrian. Oh, the 4th pick's getting traded. Celtics give up Tyrese Proctor and Cam Houdino. That's a finesse. They get George Pavin. Thunder get Matt Flanders. Vegas Vipers gonna take Arvydas Novak. They're saying he's got the best mid-range any center in the draft. And the Sonics get Andre Harrison coming out of Michigan State. Golly, Stan Stewart was an 85 off the jump. Andre's a 73. Novak, he is a 76. What's the potential? I'm actually just look at the potential on some of these young players that these teams have. I'm curious. So for Novak, he's 23 years old, so he's coming into the league with a mortgage and 3 kids. He does have 91 peak potential, but his minimum potential is only a 78, regular potential an 80. They have any other young players who I'm really intrigued at? I mean, Helmut Hasselhoff, they said he had like all NBA ceiling. He's going to cap out an 88. How about for the Sonics over here? Bruce Branch is probably their best prospect at the moment, and he is at 90 max potential, 85 minimum, not bad. And their new draft pick was Andre Harrison, rocking number 2 like he's Kyrie, and he's got 94 max potential, a 41 bust percent though, so watch out for that. Okay, now I'm not going to let these teams just continue to decline team options of quality players. All right, I'm just not going to let that happen. I'm going to make sure from this point forward, if the player's like within reason a good player, I'm going to make sure they take the option, because what do you do? Vipers do try and get Darren Peterson. Sonics tried at Wemby, but neither one of them going to land there. Yeah, it seems like these new teams are struggling to attract free agents. Sonics got Johnny Furphy. And I mean, Popov is getting better for the Vipers. Hasselhoff's getting better. So I think the Vipers are looking like an improved squad at this point. And hey, I mean, you look at the potential here from Alexei Popov. He's at a 93 max, so he could become very good. I think if these teams continue to develop their guys and just get one free agent in to expedite the process, maybe get a top pick, get that blue chip prospect, that would be awesome for him too. But I think these teams are going in the right direction. Rebuilds just aren't always so fast, and we're seeing the reality of that here. Darren Peterson might just be the GOAT, the best player to wear 23. Stan Stewart wins Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Mavs win 70 games. No Vipers or Sonics on All-NBA. Vipers do trade. They made a big play going to get Dyson Daniels out of Atlanta. They trade for him, so we'll see what that deal looked like. And Vipers won 31 games, ended out the year losing 6 in a row. Sonics won 20. Let's see what that big Dyson Daniels trade looked like for Vegas. They gave up Hugo Gonzalez in a second, got back Dyson in a second. I like the deal for him. Brings a player who will give you some defensive intensity, be a quality starter for you, and hopefully establish a winning culture with his defense. Because right now, that's what these teams need. They need to start winning. As Darren Peterson, oh my gosh, he won another one, man. Kyrie Irving retires with the Cavs. Welcome back. Giannis retires a Warrior. Yep, 2K can see the future, man. 2K can see the future. Draft lottery. The Sonics were trash. Yeah, they got a 14% chance at 1. Vipers at 4.2. And the Bucks are at 1. Sonics fall to 6. Vipers fall to 9. I mean, that's just brutal. That is just brutal. Both these teams getting absolutely cooked. Taylor Bellamy will go to the Sonics. Vipers gonna land O.J. Townsend. All right, so Taylor Bellamy is a 19-year-old big man, 75 overall, shot a racing bulldozer, so an athletic big. And then O.J. is only a 71. Let's see, Mr. Townsend for the Vipers. What's his potential looking like? 89 regular potential, 90 max with a 74 boom percent. So seems like another good pick. And then Bellamy for the Seattle Sonics. He's at a 90 max potential, but a high bust percent and a low minimum potential, so kind of a boomer bust prospect situation there. And yeah, for the Sonics, like, I'm gonna take these team options because it makes sense. And wow, the Vipers have sense. Take their team options. Wow, it's crazy concept, man. Jason Tatum back in free agency. Vipers try, but they don't get him. Did the Sonics try for anybody? Doesn't look like it so far. What's their cap situation? They got money, so they could try and make a play here. Sonics didn't really make any major additions, but the progression's looking good. You got Drezic, who actually they did pick up, and he just averaged 18 and 3 with the Pistons and now gets a starting opportunity here. That's good. Andre Harrison improves for the Vipers. Oh, so you got Popov getting better, Hasselhoff getting better, Dyson Daniels looks good. This Viper team, I think, could really make a play-in appearance, maybe even sneak their way into the postseason. Their roster's quality, and it seems that it's continuing to improve. So after years of working, this squad might finally do at least something. I don't know. The Sonics might still be a ways away, but the Vipers won 30, low 30s last year, and the roster looks a lot better this year, so I think they could make the play-in tournament. Oh, man. Well, the Vipers missed out. They won 37. DP was your MVP again. Taylor Bellamy averaged 7 and 6. That gets you Rookie of the Year. What happened to the game I love? Mavs won 75. The Mavs dynasty has really been a crazy subplot in this video. Oh, look at that. Alexei Popov averaged 29 for the Vipers. So even though right now things might look not as good for the Vipers, you thought, oh, you could go ahead and make the play in this year. You didn't do it. Alexei is showing you, I'm going to get y'all there. Just believe in me, okay? Westbrook, all defensive first team for Dyson Daniels. Like I said, Vipers 37, didn't make the play in, but future's bright here in Vegas for sure. And then over in Seattle, I can't say the same. They just won 13 games. People are calling for this team to get removed from the league. Grizz win the chip. Hey man, listen, if any team deserves the #1 pick, it is the Seattle Supersonics. They traded it away? Ban the franchise. I've seen enough. That's enough, Seattle. No more today. I've seen enough. We're done with the Sonics. I don't even know what trade it was in because I can't even see, but they gave up what ended up falling to 5 because the Sonics' luck's been trash. While the Vipers were at 14, they drafted some dude named Harris, and let's see what's up with him. Harris, he's got the Temple Run map tattooed on his arm. 94 max potential at the 14th pick? Oh my goodness! The Vipers are absolutely dialed in right now. See, like, giving up on a dude like Novak, sure, I understand. But like the Sonics giving up on Andre Harrison, a good young guard, no, I'm not going to let you do that. All right, I'm just going to try and use logic and reason here to help these teams at least keep, good pieces around. Hugh Neely's a restricted free agent. He played in Portland. Maybe somebody can pry him away. Luka the Don, a free agent. He doesn't seem to be getting offered by the Vipers or Sonics. We'll see if they're able to make at least a decent move on the margins. The Sonics! Oh my goodness! They just stole a great big man out of Sacramento. Of course, Sacramento would let go of a good player. Kelly Houston just averaged 17 and 9. He's a 91 overall at only 23 years old. The Sonics made a play. Oh, they got Baba back. It was all part of the plan. They said, yeah, go to Minnie. That trash cold weather. You'll want to come back. Helmet goes back to the Vipers. But the Sonics clean up. They said, we're tired of being trash. We got to be better. And better they're going to be for sure. Vipers with Popov getting better. You retain Hasselhoff. J-Mac gets a little bit worse. But no, this is going to be a good season for them too. Man, we might see both of them in the postseason here. Now, I will say, I don't know how 2K ended up aligning the whole league when I added these squads. Like what it's looking like as far as conferences, divisions. Sonics and Vipers are in the West. So yeah, you'd expect that. What about divisions? If we go here, the Sonics are in the Northwest and the Vipers are in the specific division. Okay, great. Vipers are starting off the season slow. I'm guessing the Sonics are doing pretty well. They're 6 and 10. Expect them to pick that up though, for sure, right? Really? Well, we're riding the struggle bus here for both these teams. It's ugly. Come on, Sonics, go on a run. Give me some hope. Well, the Sonics didn't do much. Neither did the Viper. Tell me something I don't know. Show me something I'm not used to at this point. The Sonics want to win games late in the season. You're just hurting your lottery odds, you doofus. But hey, maybe they're just strategically waiting it out till the Mavs finally stop being good at basketball. Because, dude, right now it's Dallas's league. Everybody else is just, playing in it basically. For the Sonics, I love their offseason. You go make big plays. You get Baba. You get Kelly Houston. But you still don't do anything. And then for the Vipers, Popov's a budding young star. You pair him with Jared McCain. I thought, okay, they might have something. I must have been mistaken. The Mavs, dude, they've won 6 straight, haven't they? 5 straight. They took a year off last year. Oh, how kind of you. All right, draft lottery. What are we looking at here? So the Vipers have a 2.3, Sonics have a 2.2, and Vipers are at 12, Sonics at 13. Man, they just can't seem to get much lottery luck. Seems like these expansion teams just don't get much love, huh? Sean Dixon is the pick for the Vipers. For the Sonics, it's Hal Curry. Hey, if he shoots the ball half as good as Wardell, you might have somebody pretty nice. Let's see. Hal Curry, rocking number 45, 87 potential. Not horrible, not horrible. And then for the Vipers, who did they draft again? Sean Dixon. Okay. And Shawnee, he's got 3 badges off the jump. Ooh. 81 max potential with a 66 bust percent. I don't know what they were thinking there, but okay. So Vipers, they want to give OJ a chance, I would say. And yeah, the Sonics, why would you let go of Bellamy? He's a young big, you see what I'm saying? I'm just making sure these teams keep their guys. Vipers are going to have to pay Popov. That's a big thing for their offseason. Let's see what goes down here this summer. So it looks like the Vipers are going to pay Popov. That's good. And the Sonics, they bring in Mad Max. Bro, props to Seattle for actually going out there, being aggressive, making moves. Because the Sonics, they've got a good thing. Oh, they got Anthony Black. They traded for him last year. What did that package look like? So Vipers here. Let's go trades. Vipers. They gave up Mel Phillips. Probably a young piece, right? Sent him over there and Preston Mason for Anthony Black, and you get back a first. That's pretty good, man. Vipers look deep, too. You got a lot of 80-plus pieces. And for the Sonics, Andre Harrison really hitting his stride. And 87 now. Maxey gets worse immediately after the signing. But both these teams with a plethora, an excess even, of 80-plus players on the roster. That type of depth should, and I say that with a lot of emphasis. Emphasis on should get you to the postseason. However, we know with these teams, track records that may not be a guarantee by any means. Sonics start off the season about 500. Vipers starting off a little slower. We'll see where we're at once the year's over. Okay, the Sonics are showing me something here. They're at the 7th seed. They're above 500. We're almost halfway through the year. Vipers, it's ugly. And the Sonics is starting to get ugly. They're losing some. Seattle, you're my only hope here. Come on. Seattle hovering between 8 and 9 right now. They fall to 10. No, don't fall out. They get the 10 seed. Last time we saw a team in the 10th seed, I can't remember if it was Seattle or Vegas. Bro, and Vegas is wasting an all-NBA first teamer in Alexei Popov. He's doing so well, just destroying the game right now. Dyson Daniels consistently making all defensive first teams, and yet Vegas only winning 33 games. You even have Jared McCain over there. I feel like on paper, this is a pretty good team. And then as for the Sonics, they do get into the play-in tournament. Got the Lakers in round 1 of the play-in, and they lose. Bronny James, that'll show you. The Vipers gave up on him, and look at him go, man. Well, he still lost in round 2 of the play-in. And the Mavs, they do it again. Dude, this video is crazy. I mean, the Mavericks just winning chip after chip. Both our teams doing absolutely nothing. Sonics end up with the 14th pick, Vipers at 12. I don't even really care about y'all's picks at this point. You got Will Kersey and Ralph Townsend. If they end up being something, we'll stay tuned. So Taylor Bellamy will come back, OJ and Harris will come back for the Vipers. Sonics do have to pay Andre Harrison, and that's the thing too. Like, both these teams are starting to have more expensive rosters for being so bad. That's another thing you have to put into consideration. As the Sonics do see Andre Harrison improve, Baba gets worse, Bellamy gets better, and the Vipers, I mean, they're kind of running out the same core there. Oh my goodness. The Sonics are actually winning games. Like, they're 5 games above 500 right now. They're in the 8th seed. Seattle, let's get to the playoffs. For the first time, it's been nearly a decade, these teams entered in the 26-27 season. We are in the 34-35 season. 2035, bro. And the Sonics, they're not just going to be a play-in team by the looks of it. It looks like they'll be a real deal playoff team. How about a 4 seed? Seattle might be contenders. DP wins MVP, sure. LaMelo Ball in LA. LeVar Ball's dream came true. LaMelo on the Lakers and doing his thing, playing really well. Nobody made All-NBA on either of our squads. Kelly Houston made All-Defensive second for the Sonics. And Seattle here in the playoffs. Vipers still absolutely trash, wasting the talents of Mr. Popov. But the Sonics, led by Baba and Kelly Houston, their dynamic front court, able to make the playoffs. Now, the Mavs won 75, so, you know, if the Sonics make it out of round 1, they'll have to deal with that. For now, we're just excited at the prospect of one of our teams being in the playoffs and getting their first postseason win. Kelly Houston with 31. Build a statue. Game 2, we win as well. This time, it's Andre Harrison going for a 20-piece. How about Kelly Houston coming back again with 30? We're up 3-0. It's a sweep. And now we're running into a brick wall. The Dallas Mavericks. I assume this is where things get ugly. We win the first! Uh-oh, Dallas! Baba goes for 33. Game 2, they win, but only by 1. Sonics showing some fight. Game 3 is another L, but it's a 5-point game. All right, Seattle, if you're showing fight, you got to show it here. Tie this series to 2 apiece. Show the world something special. Or not, that's okay too. I guess y'all are just okay with making it in, huh? You're just going to go down to Dallas like that? Yeah, they are. And there were some close games. There was really a chance there. If a few more things go our way, we hustle for a few loose balls, a few more shots bouncing, however you want to put it. If we had a little bit more go our way, could be a completely different series. But, you know, there's a lot of what ifs in basketball. Unfortunately, that hypothetical isn't going to do a thing for us. Vipers have the 6th pick, so you know what? I'll tune into the draft, see who they end up picking up on. Magic trade away their 3rd pick for Bobby Harden in a 2nd. Wow, a 90 overall player for the 3rd pick is pretty good. And the Vipers draft OJ Clayton. Oh man, there was a really good guard. Mr. Garcia, Gerardo Garcia, an 83 overall. Now OJ, he's a 74 overall big. Just got drafted into Vegas. Let's see what's up with him. So OJ, you're looking at 93 max potential. Great big for the Vipers. I don't know what the cap situation's looking like for either one of these teams. Sonics don't have any money. Neither do the Vipers. If you're the Sonics, you're okay with not having money. You won some more games. You were a playoff team last year, but the Vipers, I mean, you're paying a roster that's not doing a thing for you. Sonics do see a little bit of regression. They bring in Kobe White, though. I like that for them. A little bit older, but he can be, you know, a vet for them. And I think another big thing for both of these teams and their prospects of a championship is going to be the Mavericks just fading out of the picture. We need Darren Peterson or Cooper Flagg to leave that team, or else, I mean, they might just run basketball until they're done playing. And this could be a very long simulation. I mean, we've already simulated a decade, and all we've seen is one Sonics playoff appearance. I will admit they look good in the playoffs, and they're looking to get back there, opening up this season pretty well. As for the Vipers, are they showing us anything? They're 8-10. We'll see where our teams are at by the end of the season, man. Sonics are going to be in the play-in this year as an 8 seed. DP goes for what, like his 8th MVP? Yep, right on the dot, right on the money, Danny. Good job, man. Popeye Jones now coaching the Mavs, so maybe he's worse than J Kidd and they can lose some more. Sonics going to have to earn the playoffs through the play-in. Ooh, are the Vipers in here? They're the 9 seed. We can see a Sonics Vipers play-in face-off. Sonics hold up their end of the deal by losing. Vipers hold up their end of the deal by winning. So whoever wins this will be able to get belt from the Mavericks. Oh, and the Vipers traded for Chet Holmgren. That must be what caused them to surge and do a little bit better this season. So trades, how'd they do that? They traded Anthony Black. I like that deal. And you get a first out of it? Okay. This Vipers roster looks solid, man. So now it's time for a head-to-head between Seattle and Vegas. We're guaranteed to see at least one of our teams in the playoffs here. Well, only one of our teams. Only one's going to come out of this situation. And it could be close. I'd like that. We got an 8-point game. Still 8. Get it to 5, 7. All right, we'll jump in. Minute 48. Sonics down 7. They just made the playoffs last year. They were a better team in the playoffs last year, a 4 seed. Look at how wavy this Sonics court looks. Oh my goodness, man. This is fire. The Sonic Center. Yeah, they got an absolute layup. Get sponsored by Sonic. Jared McCain driving, swings to Townsend. Open 3, butter. Oh, well, Seattle, y'all might get sent home on this beautiful court because hey, it's not looking good. LeBaron with the ball. He'll spin, get to the rim, swings. Fleming, can he answer with the 3 of his own? No. I like the way the basket looks on this court, too. Is that crazy to say? Townsend with the ball. It goes over to Person. He's going to swing it over to J-Mac. McCain in the corner here. Gets the screen on his right. McCain has the big man popping out. Going to hit him. Ruzic, tray ball off. Yeah, I think the Vipers got this one. Unfortunately, didn't end up being as close as I would have hoped. Kelly Houston had 24. Mike Ruzic with 21 and 10. Was he also a part of that other trade? Well, shout out to the Vipers making some good midseason moves, and it gets them into the playoffs where we know how this is probably going to go. Mavs take the first, the second, the third, and yeah, the Vipers get swept. The Mavs, just an absolute juggernaut, winning chip after chip. Like I said, DP or Coop, one of them has got to go. One of them's got to get out of Dallas. Player progression. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just realized I kind of just like mindlessly simulated through the whole offseason, and the Sonics did something huge. Like, this is a championship level move. They go get 95 overall. Hugh Neely. They've still got Andre Harrison. They've still got Baba. They let go of their big man. His name was Kelly, right? They let go of him. Said, yeah, we're going to upgrade. And they did. And then the Vipers, they look about the same. Chet does get worse. Man, I got to say, I think the Sonics could be a top team in the Western Conference this year. And we saw the Vipers do well after the Chet deal. Chet's still over there, even though he is a little bit worse. I think that we could see both the Sonics and the Vipers in the playoffs for the first time, but maybe I'm gassing the Sonics a little bit too much because they're starting off terrible. Maybe they just got to get the chemistry together. There's no way this team doesn't work, right? And then as for the Vipers, they're the 5 seed. Okay, here we go. Oh, and they slow down. Sonics, tell me you're doing decent. Oh my gosh, they're having a mid-off. Darren Peterson, your MVP, 27, 8, and 8. Billy Donovan, coach of the year. Oh my gosh, for the Mavs, not like crazy good this season. That's awesome. Hugh Neely, All-NBA third, averaged 21, 6, and 6 for the Sonics. And yeah, it was a bad season for the Sonics and Vipers. Sonics do make the play-in as the 10 seed, but losing round 1 of the play-in. I thought that with Hugh Neely, Sonics were going to be absolute trouble, but I was mistaken. So we once again head into the off-season with Seattle and Vegas struggling, and the Mavericks still winning. If one of Cooper Flagg or what's buddy's name, Darren Peterson, came available, that would be huge. Lauren Shepard gets drafted by the Vipers. Rob Kane for the Sonics. Free agency. Wemby's in the mix. I don't think either team had money for him, though. Wemby went to New York. Player progression, O.J. Clayton improved significantly for Vegas. He's now an 85. And hey, Howard Butler, who was the second overall pick in 36. I don't recall the Sonics having a second selection, but I guess they did. He's got 94 potential. Okay, so some young center prospects improving the outlook for both of these teams. You look at OJ, he's got 93 potential. I like it, man. The Sonics, yeah! 4 seed, 12 games above 500. That's what they do. And the Vipers, 20-16, not too bad either, man. 2016. Oh, I mean, people talk about it like it was just the greatest time ever. I mean, I was 11 years old in 2016, so I wasn't there for all of it. I mean, of course, I watched the 2016 finals. I was there for Fetty Wap, Ray Shremmer, you know, yeah, baby. But I'm gonna get copyrighted. That was dangerously accurate. But yeah, I was there for a lot of that stuff. But I saw videos from like concerts in 2016. Obviously, I was 11 years old. I wasn't going to any concerts, but whoo, those look fire. I don't know. People say there was just something in the air at that time, and I don't know if I could disagree with that. Obviously, like I said, though, I was younger, 11 years old. I think that might be a lot of it too. People were just younger at that time. People have nostalgia for when they were kids. That might be part of it too. As the Sonics win 47 games, Darren Peterson, the greatest basketball player of all time. I mean, no exaggeration. That's who he is. Hugh Neely averaged 22, getting the Sonics to the playoffs. Vipers in the play-in, and they miss out. Yeah, our teams haven't had good fortunes in the play-in. I will say that. Popov, I'm sorry, man. You got put on an absolute terrible team. The offensive engine, yeah, they put a V8 in an 04 Civic. That's basically him being on the Vipers. All right, Utah Jazz led by Joksimovic and Ace Bailey. I was telling both these teams, hey, y'all should draft Joksimovic. Neither one of them listened to me, and now the Sonics might pay the price here by losing to Utah. Hold on, though. Hold on, Seattle. Get it to 7. They lose it in 6. The Mavs, that's got to be their 10th. Like, no lie. 10! He's got 10 chips, 10 MVPs, 10 finals MVP. Dude, this isn't even the side plot anymore. It's the main plot, man. Vipers were in the lottery with the 14th pick. They used that to take Daryl Reese. They also had the 17th pick. Got Nelson Campbell. See if we have any big free agency plays on the table. Vipers, you see OJ Clayton get better. I thought they lost Popov. He's still right there. Leon Peeler gets a bunch better too. He's got 99. Yo. He's got 99 potential. Vegas is going to go get it. Seattle, you better hurry it up, because it's just a matter of time. Vegas is going to go get one. Oh, man, the amount of excitement once one of these teams finally decides to be useful and do something is incredible. We have a good outlook moving forward for both these squads. I would say really mainly the Vipers. It's just a matter of time. Like I said, they're going to get one. Sonics absolutely balling. I guess they saw the sense of urgency, said, yeah, we know the Vipers, and the Vipers are doing great too. Oh man, it took well over a decade, but things are finally coming together for both these teams. And man, what a rewarding feeling after just watching these teams go through absolute despair and struggle to finally be decent. Vipers end up falling to the play-in, but I mean, still, just to see both of them potentially in the playoffs, that's something we haven't seen before. Hugh Neely, All-NBA second team. OJ makes all defensive second. So the Sonics, they're in the 5 spot with 47 wins. Vipers in the 7th spot with 44. They lose their first playing game. Come on, go get one, Vipers. Oh, they lost 2 playing games, just like my 21 Warriors did, bro. I'll never forget it. All right, so you look at the Sonics. Here's the team. They had a lot of guys averaging 10 plus points. You're talking, 7 players. For the Vipers, they were also doing it by committee. 8 guys averaging 10 plus. But the Sonics make it in. They got the Nuggets in the first round, led by Derek Bowen. We're up 3-1, and we close in 6. Okay, Dallas in round 2. This is where things got ugly last time around for the Seattle Sonics. Very well could get ugly for them again. They're down 2-0, 3-0. The Dallas Mavericks, folks. The Dallas Mavericks. They've done it again. I mean, they're bound to eventually fall off, but they're not at that point just yet. Let's head straight to player progression. No time for any shenanigans. All right, Rob Kane goes up 6 for the Sonics. Gets a sneaky player they had sitting in the tuck who has 93 max potential. Good piece for them. Peeler. Yeah, I mean, he's the key for the Vipers. He really is. He's up to an 88 now. Didn't it just say he had 99 potential, or am I bugging? Did they just nerf him? Now, they brought in this bald dude out of New York, Ike Christopher, who looks pretty good in his own right. He's got 86 potential. Dang, I think Buddy just got nerfed, though. Peeler did. Oh, and the Vipers ended up with a 6th pick? How was that? Did they get lucky, or did they trade for a team's pick? They traded for Phoenix's pick, and they end up drafting a player by the name of Bill Mann. Look at Bill Mann, so inspirational. And he is at 92 potential. So these teams both doing things through the draft, getting some good young pieces. I'm not even going to say too much about how either one of these teams perform early season. I'm just going to let the simulation rock out. I'll catch y'all at the end of the year, and we'll look at the records. This could be a 50-win season. It is a 50-win season for the Sonics. MVP DP. Oh my gosh, now the Bulls are dominating. They won 71. One dynasty ends, another starts. Sonics had 2 All-NBA players. Hugh Neely on 2nd team, Andre Harrison on 3rd team. And that culminated in a really good season. And the Mavs aren't unbeatable. They're a 62-win squad. Solid, respectable, but by no means unbeatable. And then over in Vegas, the Vipers, they won 45, putting them in the play-in. You just got to win one play-in game. And they do. They got the 7th seed. So the Sonics and Vipers in the playoffs. We got 2 horses in this race here. Sonics got the Pels. Vipers got the Dubs. I think that the Vipers have a good chance against the Dubs, man. I really don't. I'm not in love with that Warriors roster at all. Vipers up 2-1 early. They're tied, as are the Sonics with the Pels. Sonics go up 3-2. Vipers go down 3-2. Vipers losing 6. Sonics are headed to a Game 7. Seattle, come on over. Get this Game 7 win. Get to round 2. And maybe your luck's a little different against Dallas. They've come down to earth a little bit. Oh, no. Sonics had a big lead, but the Pels gonna make things interesting down the stretch here. You know what? I'll jump in. 2:15 to go. Man, I'll be honest. I thought this was gonna be a quicker video. I thought the teams would get better players in the expansion draft and kind of get rolling fast. Clearly, I was mistaken. Temple is inbound in here for the Sonics. It'll go into Wagner. We're in the Smoothie King Center. I used to go to Smoothie King, and then I just stopped going. Garrett gets the screen. Garrett trying to get to the basket here. There's another screen for him. He's gonna isolate, swings it over to Harrison, who fires the jumper and misses. He's kind of got a slow jumper. Wade grabs the rebound. Yeah, at this point, we're rocking out with nearly almost exclusively auto-generated players. You got a couple real guys left. Longley swings to Pavin. Pavin gonna get the screen from Malawak. There's a real player. Malawak rolls, and that's a turnover. Good steal from Temple. It'll go to Garrett. Garrett looking to push the ball, get to the basket here. Swings to Harrison. Harrison gonna go behind the back. Okay, this dude might have a little bit of a bag. Swings it out to Garrett. Garrett gets the screen up top. Good screen from the big man. Garrett pulls that slow old jumper and misses it. Malawak the rebound. We've seen some ugly offense on both sides. Nobody able to score. Wade catches down low. Couple fakes. Misses again. And this ugly game continues. Harrison will give it up to Baba. Baba down to Temple. Temple in the post. Swings. Corner. Garrett back to Wagner. Extra pass to Harrison. Harrison the pass fake. There's the screen. Oh, that's too much space. No, it didn't. He misses. Wade grabs the rebound. Bucket will give the Pels a lead that makes it a 2-possession game. Morrison gonna slow things up here. Yeah, the clock is the Pelicans' friend. You kind of want to run it down if you're New Orleans. Morrison bumping, trying to create space, but can't. Fires the jumper, misses. Okay, Sonics can tie with a 3. They use their final timeout. Just disgusting hoops being played, but hey, Sonics can win it here. It'll be Temple inbounding. He gets it into I don't know how to say his name. Olataden? I don't know. Jakusionis swings it. Baba on the wing here. Almost loses it. Jakusionis has room. Oh my goodness, he made it. Oh my gosh. I mean, just a messy possession, but it results in a Jakusionis 3. All right. Pels inbounding. Malawak into Morrison. Morrison 6 on the shot clock. Gonna fire the 3 for the win. It's off. We get the board. The heave. Come on, win it at the horn. Oh! It almost almost dropped. That was actually really close. My apologies to any viewers who were watching this to sleep. Good morning. But that full court shot almost dropped, so I got a little bit excited. All right, we'll jump back in overtime if it's still close. If it isn't, we'll probably just, call it quits. 10 seconds to go. We're up 1. We have ball. Okay, just make some free throws and we should be okay. Jacques Sionis will go to the line. Come on, man. You made the big 3. Now we need the free throws. First one's good. I mean, actually, this still leaves the door open for the Pels to hit a 3, maybe force double overtime. There's a timeout. New Orleans. I'm gonna be honest, I skipped a lot of this overtime because the hoops we were watching were just so disgusting. I didn't really want to see much more. Malawakal inbound. Pelican season could be over right here. Oh, Morrison has room. Fires the 3. It's off. We get the rebound. Okay, we're just a couple free throws away. A free throw. A made free throw away from the second round against the Dallas Mavericks again. But the Mavericks have been weakened. Free throw drops. Here we go. Greg Wade at 34 for the Pels, but it was Hugh Neely with 33 for us to win the game. And next, we got the Mavs. They take the first one, the second one. We take the third. Come on. They get the fourth and the fifth. The Mavs still just a well-oiled machine, continuing to win year after year. Now, at this point, Cooper's in year 15. Darren's in year 14. They're both still 33, so they might have a year or 2 left, but no way they keep going till they're 37, 38, right? And progression. The Sonics got Andre Harrison getting better at 32. Wow. Zach Wagner improving. They just picked him up recently. Rob Kane getting better. Jason, hooping is clearly your forte because he's getting better. Vipers, I'm not gonna lie, man, what was once a budding, young, great team, I don't know anymore. They got a couple guys, but nothing crazy, and they lost their really good small forward. You remember the young dude who was supposed to have 99 potential, but that was apparently clickbait? Yeah, he's not on the team anymore. So I think that the Sonics are our best hope to win the championship here in the 40-41 season. Well, the Sonics are kind of locked in. How about a 20-5? Yeah, 20-5 start to the season. Dubs are 25-2 though. We'll see if the Sonics can keep up some of this momentum. A little bit of a losing streak, but weather the storm, Seattle. Y'all got this. Darren Peterson apparently still got it, man. Howard Butler the third MIP for the Sonics there. Sonics also see Andre Harrison on All-NBA averaging a double-double, 17 points and 10 assists. Sonics in the 5 spot. Vipers, yeah, kind of falling out of the picture. 10 seed in the play-in, missing the playoffs. McQueen is fading for the Vipers. Caleb Holt trying to hold it down. Ike Christopher trying his best, but he's stressing so much he lost all his hair trying to carry this sorry team. Rockets don't look like much competition for the Sonics, I'll be honest. Sonics up 2-1 early, 3-1, and they might blow the 3-1. Oh, don't do it, Seattle. Come on, I'm rooting for you. Game 7 action. Sonics have a lead. Just hold on. Hold on, Seattle. All right, they're going to hold on. They move on to round 2 against the Dubs. Warriors were the best team in the whole league. Won 68 games. Yeah, this Western Conference, never easy. But I'll be honest, the Sonics on paper, you got more 90 pluses than them. I mean, I think they could win this. Warriors take the first. Okay, they take the first 3. And they sweep the series. Dubs actually beat the Mavs. But then the Bulls go on to win the championship. So the Sonics fall short. It's always that second round for them. They end up in the 4 or 5 spot and then have to face the 1 seed in round 2. And it completely cooks them. It happens every time. Harrison gets worse, as does Hugh Neely. But Jason Forte really getting better. Rob Kane really improving. Could the stars align for Seattle this year? And then for the Vipers, you got Matt Hayward and look at Bill, man. Both getting better. Darren Peterson, your MVP. And look at this. The Sonics with their gray hair coach with the mustache won 66 games. Yeah, basketball was rocking in Seattle. Seattle was rocking. The city of Seattle, they went crazy. 66 wins, best in the West. That's in a conference with those dang Mavericks, those dang Warriors. They were better than them all. Sacramento will be the first round opponent. Come on, Seattle. Show them why you're the best team. Yup. Sweep. And the Vipers, they got to be shaking in their boots over there because the Sonics could really win the race for the championship right here, right now. I will say the Pels got a really good roster with Kurt Longley, Rob Morrison, and Greg Wade. Remember, Sonics dropped them off in a Game 7 last year. This time, though, Pels are going to play them close again. It goes 7. We got a rerun. Last time, Sonics won it. Or was it last year or was it the year before? Might have been the year before. And nonetheless, different year, same result. We win. 24 24-13 from Howard Butler. Next will be the Mavs. Darren Peterson, Coop, old, regressed, but still nice. All right, that's for sure. Game 1, Sonics take. Game 2 will go to the Mavs. No, not like this, man. Not like this. The dang Mavericks. They're inevitable. The Sonics put forth a great effort, but the Mavericks come through, ruin everybody's day. Just like that they ruined all their fans' days when they traded Luka. Been over a year since the deal. I got reminded of that whenever I saw a video of my guy Dula trying to pull off the Luka Mavs trade in 2K, and of course it didn't work. All right, Sonics. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over here, man. The team's getting old. Last year was your chance. You picked up the edge. Okay, well, the Vipers just made some plays. You got young Matt Hayward getting better, and they just picked up Leo Humphreys, 92 overall 2-guard out of Orlando. So all of a sudden, the turntables have turned a little bit. The Vipers look to be in the mix this year. And I don't know about the Seattle Supersonics. Are they going to be as good as they were last year with some regression to key pieces on the roster? Don't get it twisted. Roster still looks quality, but I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe I have nothing to be worried about. They're opening up the season pretty strong. Shout out to OBS. My entire recording just froze in the middle of the season. I didn't notice until we were in round 2 of the playoffs. So here's a quick recap. The Sonics, they're in the postseason. They won 58 games. They're the 2 seed. Howard Butler III just won an MVP, and they just swept the first round of the playoffs, by the way. But we've only missed the first round because I looked over at my right monitor. I was like, wait, that's not right. And then the Sonics, and then the Vipers, they were trash. They missed the playoffs again. Okay, you're up to speed now. Facing this Wolves team with a dynamic backcourt, John Grantham and Pete Lucas, and the Sonics go down 2-1 early, down 3-1. They'll take game 5. Come on, Seattle. Oh, by the way, the Mavs kind of out of the picture this time. The Thunder are the best team in the West. They won 60 games, just a few more than the Sonics. As the Sonics are going to complete the 3-1. This run feels okay. We might not complete the 3. Stop. The Timberwolves are having the second half of doom. They've doubled the amount of points we've scored in this fourth quarter. Oh no. Seattle, you gotta dial in for me here. In front of your home fans, you fought so hard to come back. It's game 7. You can't blow it. Oh, a turnover. Lucas with the ball for Minnesota. He'll try and drive. Gives it down to Hardy. Hardy back to Lucas. Oh, it's stolen. We get it back. Solomon will push the ball. He's driving it to the rim. Extra pass to Harrison. Short jumper. It's good. And we're tied. Big steal. Way to shift the momentum there. Man, everybody's rocking green Goodfellow tees in the crowd. No type of Sonics merch. Mingo swings it out to Lucas. He's got room for 3, but doesn't drop. Wagler the rebound. Okay, Sonics going the other way. Wagler gonna slow it up a little bit. He gives it to VJ Edgecombe. Why is VJ on the floor? He's so old and washed. Neely driving to the basket. Layup is off. 55 seconds to go. Game is still tied. Minnesota fast break opportunity. Lucas up the middle. He'll slam it home. All right, that's their star guard. We gave him too easy of an opportunity. He takes advantage. Here's Neely with the ball. Come on, let's go get a 2 right back. He's trying to drive to the basket, attracting some attention, swings it out to Harrison, out to Solomon now. Solomon gives it back to Neely. Neely trying to get to the basket. That's got to be a foul! Nah, I'm not going to lie. He went straight up. Timberwolves need a bucket to make it a 2-possession game. Dylan Mingo with the ball. He'll slow it up here for Minnesota. Mingo going to get the screen up top. Big man rolls. Mingo looking to go to work here. Bumping. Good defense. Oh, we're smothering them. Lucas going to have to fire some nonsense, and he made it! We lost. It's over. Bro, I simulated 20 years. This was supposed to be ours. This was supposed to be the Seattle championship. But Mr. Lucas just crushed our hearts, man. Seattle's roster's gonna regress too. Oh. But the Vipers, hold on. Maybe the Vipers will be the ones to get back in this race. They were behind early, but you know what they say. Slow and steady wins the race. They've just been steadily trashed, though. I don't know about slow and steady. They just steadily been garbage. Vipers, y'all got to be decent, though, because I think the Sonics have regressed too much to be good, so I need y'all to be good. Oh, the Sonics are still good, and the Vipers still suck. Okay, sure. Sonics were all right this year, man, but they weren't as good as they've been the past couple years. They weren't front-running or anything. 50 wins. End up getting to the 3 seed late in the year. Let me not hate. They were actually pretty good. Howard Butler III trying to carry the Sonics. As for the Vipers, yeah, you know what to expect from them. Vipers just never do anything. Sacramento, Sonics gonna take them down. Round 2 will be the 7-seeded Lakers. There you go. That's a pretty easy second round opponent. Come on, you should win this. Yes! Seattle! We're here, conference finals. This Thunder team, they got Albert Singleton, 96 overall, great player. They win the first, the second, we take the third, and the fourth. They take the fifth. Okay, game 6 must win. Of course, I mean, you lose, you're out. Seattle, come on, this is for you. The Sonics gonna take game 6. It's going 7. Jason Forte with 27. Here goes nothing. Game 7. Seattle Sonics. Seattle Sonics. Come on, man. Yeah, we got the lead. We got the lead. The Sonics going to the finals. 33 from Jason Forte. Howard Butler wins West MVP. Okay, Boomer. And the 8th seed in Magic for going to the finals. We got an 8th seed in the finals. This is a layup. After what? Almost 20 years. The Sonics make the finals. Win game 1. Magic take game 2. Sonics take game 3 and 4. Sonics in 5. Howard Butler III, finals MVP. That'll do it. The Sonics have won it and they win the championship. Oh my goodness, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like, subscribe if you made it to the end. Comment expansion. I'm excited at the prospect of the league expanding. I think we can make a lot of cool videos out of it and, just more teams in basketball. Sounds awesome. We did it, man. Seattle Sonics champions. Have a great day. I'll see y'all on the next one. Man, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Peace.